All right, guys, I am back today taking a look at the Dart Zone Pro Mark III. This was an interesting find I got on Amazon, and if you're wondering why I'm reviewing Dart foam blasters, or aka Nerf guns made by Dart Zone, it's because I'm all the time playing with my nephews, my nieces, my son and daughter, as well as the church RA group, which is the Royal Ambassadors, kind of a church Boy Scouts, if you would. And we're always having Nerf battles. Well, a lot of the boys are getting a little older, and they wanted to step it up with something a little bit more powerful than a traditional Nerf gun. In comes this guy right here. Now, if you guys are watching this and you're not subbed to my channel, I generally review gear related and EDC related items like knives and flashlights and watches, but I wanted to, guys, show you this because it's an interesting concept and it's not your granddad's Nerf gun. This is a flywheel blaster, meaning there's a set of wheels in here that spin up with a motor when you depress the rev trigger. At that point, you can pull the trigger and fire either short darts or long darts, depending on the magazines used and the mag adapter. And you can actually also switch this to full auto, so a full auto Nerf gun. And if you were like me and getting into the Nerf gun hobby with your kids, the last you remember was the little pull tab Nerf guns that fired one dart at a time, but this one is completely different. Now, honestly, when I started looking at these, they were generally selling for maybe an MSRP of about 90 bucks. Then they dropped down to about 60 bucks. And then for some reason, about a week ago on Amazon, these dropped down to 30. I ordered 2 of them to try out because it was the cheapest I've ever seen anything like this. And they worked out great. They're absolutely awesome. So I figured I'd order another one and do a video on it and get 3 for the collection. Like I said, I'm always playing with all my nieces and nephews and the church group. So it's fun to get some of these out that hit a little bit harder for those older kids. Now, this one is for 14 and over, but honestly, if you're 10 years old wearing the protective glasses and understand what you're getting into, I mean, it'll probably be fine, but let's just stick with 14 and over since that's what the box says. So in the box, you actually get the blaster itself, and it has an adjustable stock that rides on like a traditional buffer tube. When you come up here, you can actually see the interface with the user. It's kind of got a rubberized grip. The rev trigger, meaning you actually depress this to rev up the motors. Then you can pull the trigger to fire the gun itself. And then the mag release. And for YouTube listening to the audio of this, this is a toy, not a real gun. Don't demonetize me. It has a pick rail at the top and this kind of weird muzzle device. I'm not sure if it comes off, but the barrel kind of stops here. I think it'd be cool to remove that, but maybe they've got that there to protect your hands, but you know, who knows what that's there for. So let's put this to the side and look at what else it comes with. And actually, I can just show you guys this right here. It explains everything for you right there. So it actually comes with a little red dot. I think that might actually turn on a red dot, and that slides on the top. It does come with both magazine styles, the short dart magazine style as well as the long dart magazine. So that's pretty cool that both of those are included in the box. It also comes with the adapter itself to convert the blaster from a short dart to a long dart mag. So let's pull that out right there. So that actually slides in, and then you would release the other mag with this lever right here. Once it was in, it comes with your safety glasses, your darts, and your red dot itself. But enough looking at the unboxing. Let's actually put some batteries in it, take it out, and fire some shots to show you guys what a modern day full auto Nerf gun made by Dart Zone looks like. So I forgot to mention, this thing takes, what, about 8 AA batteries, or you can remove this screw right here, pull it out, and it actually has the connection for a LiPo battery. Now, LiPo batteries are just a little bit more dangerous than running AA's, and if you're just playing in the backyard for fun, you don't really need a LiPo battery. But if you wanted to step up the feet per second, rev the motors a little bit faster, and kind of swap out batteries if you were playing for long periods of time, you can swap that out with a LiPo battery, and it should fit right here in the tray. Now, I'm not sure its compatibility, and you'll want to look on Dart Zone's site to make sure you know exactly what you're doing and store your LiPo batteries correctly, but it is a nice feature. I also forgot to mention that this hits up to 150 feet per second, and if you're like me, that's blowing you away at that speed of the foam dart. That's why it's 14 plus. Generally, paintball guns, back when I used to play paintball, were capped at 300 feet per second. So this is about half the speed of a paintball gun. And I think you can eke out a little more speed if you're running the LiPo batteries. Something to consider, but I'm gonna slide this back in and put the batteries in and take it downstairs. So we are outside and I've got the full-length darts loaded up in the mag. You can hear the rev trigger, so we're gonna fire some shots in semi-auto, then we'll switch to full auto. We'll take some shots at the side of this car. Seems fairly accurate. I'm gonna get beside the camera and take some shots for you guys. Now we'll switch to full auto. You simply flip that switch right here. And we are out. The mags drop free real easy and insert super smooth. So that's actually really convenient. What I'm gonna do is put in the short darts now, the half-length darts. So those all lock up, and now to remove the mag, you actually depress that right here, and that's how that mag comes out. So we will take some shots, semi-auto. Seems a little bit more accurate. Full auto. In summary, if you guys are looking at getting into foam flinging, there's no better option right now than on Amazon for the Dart Zone Mark III for a flywheel blaster. For like 30 bucks, I've never seen it this cheap. It's a really good opportunity to get into it and try. Whether you shrink the stock in for 14 and up, those smaller kids, or you're an adult like me, blasting my nephews and nieces with some Nerf darts, this is a great option. All the information and linking will be in the description below for this. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, which I doubt you do, it's a one-time thing, let me know in the comment section below. Have you looked into Nerf blasters since you were a kid? I'd like to hear your thoughts. It's funny, once you have kids of your own, you get to play with the toys again, and this is probably one of the most fun things we do outside on like a nice fall day, is just shoot foam darts at each other and get all the neighborhoods, the kids together, my nieces and nephews and stuff. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope it gives you an interesting but one-off option on the channel for something fun that's also on a budget. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.